Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and I'm so excited for today's video. Today I'm collabing with a very special friend of mine, Tina Quillen, here on YouTube, and as always I will have her channel linked up above and in the description box down below. I hope that you guys will go check her out. She is so amazing. She's so genuine, honest, down to earth, and she has a channel where she does product reviews. And she talks about a lot of different products for your home, like cleaning products, different lighting systems, like all kinds of stuff, anything you could imagine. And also some skincare and beauty as well. And she recently signed up for Boxycharm. And when she and I first met and she first started her channel, we were talking and I said we should do a collab at some point. And she said, you know, I'm going to hold you to that. And I said, well, I hope you will because I really want to collab with you. And the day has come. So she reached out to me and said, hey, you remember that collab you said you wanted to do with me? And I was like, absolutely. And she said, how about we do a Boxycharm video where we go into our past boxes. She's only done Boxycharm, I think, for like 2 months now. I've been doing it since last November. And she said we just use whatever products we can to try to create a full face. And I have everything today except for brows, foundation, and concealer, because foundation and concealer, they just don't send to you. And then brow products, I was using the $1 Billion Brows pencil that I got from one of my Boxycharms, and I love that thing, and I use the entire thing up. I don't think I've ever used an entire, no, that's not true. I've used like 1 or 2, but I will be repurchasing that. It was the best brow pencil I've ever used, and it's actually, I looked for it, but it's in my my empties box. So I'm gonna be doing an empties video because I have a few things, but anyhow, so I don't have that, but that's okay. Anything that I don't have, I'll be doing off camera. So I have a box over here with all the stuff. I have so much stuff from Boxycharm that I haven't even tried yet. So I cannot wait to see the look that Tina has created. I'm so excited, and I'm so proud of her because this is definitely out of her comfort zone, and I just can't wait to see it. And I'm so lucky to have her as my friend and to have her in my life. And I hope that you guys will go check her out, subscribe, show her some love, let her know that I sent you, because I know that you guys are going to love her as much as I do. So anyhow, so the first product we're going to use is this Luscious Angel Eyes eye primer, which I got in one of my Boxycharms. And this is like a yellow toned eyeshadow primer, and it's really good for canceling out discoloration on your eyelids, which, as you can see, I have a lot of today. I love this primer. It's not my MAC paint stick, but if I had to choose an eyeshadow primer that I like as much as, or almost as much as, the MAC one, I would choose this one, honestly. And I did talk about that in a, ooh, too much, it's going in my eye. I've talked about it in many other like older videos. When I first got it, I was using it like crazy, but then I went back to my MAC paint stick. But as you can see, it cancels out. Yes, it leaves the yellow tone, but that does calm down, and I don't really feel like it interferes, or I haven't found that it interferes with eyeshadow, which is interesting because the soft ochre paint pot that I've used has a couple of times interfered with the different tone of my eyeshadows. So I don't know why this one hasn't, but it just seems to be good for me. So I had a lot of discoloration. I did film a look. I had talked to you guys about doing another look with my Sugar Crystals palette. So that will be coming up very soon, and that is what that remnants was from. I tried everything I could to get it off, and nope. So we're going to use the Pure Festival palette, which looks like this. I want to use the, hold on, what is this plastic crap on here? Okay. I want to use the pink and the purple. I want to do a rainbow-ish look. Maybe not a traditional one, because I don't know if I can get that from these palettes, but we're going to try because it is Pride Month, and on my channel, I support 1,000 trillion billion %. I support the LGBTQ community. Is a very important thing to me, and I think that everyone deserves to love who they choose, and that's my belief. So This is a safe channel for everyone. I think love is love, and I'm going to do a bunch of Pride Month looks, and so this is going to be the first one. So I did it last year as well, and I might link some of the videos from last year. So I'm going to do my Almar Cosmetics palette as well, because of these beautiful like bluish greens and that yellow. There's also an orange and a red if I want to use those. And then last but not least, and the only palette I have used before is the Almar Cosmetics one. And then last but not least, the Pure Midnight Masquerade face palette, which I haven't heard the best things about, but there is a blue, there is a gold, there's also a mirror that's blinding you, there's like a pink, and there's like a silver, and then we have these products over here we can use if we want to. But I don't know if I will, because I have other highlighter products and face products, so we'll see where we end up. So I think I'm gonna start with the Almar palette, because there is a red in here, and it is called Guantanamera, and it is this deep red right here. And then I'm going to go into the pink from this palette. So yeah, so that's why I have my little rainbow flower crown on, and I'm really excited. I mean, I've always loved rainbows. That's not why I celebrate Pride Month, but I have coincidentally always loved rainbows, and rainbow looks are my favorite thing to do. And so I love the fact that this month I have one extra excuse to do a bunch of rainbow looks, so that's exciting. And I do rainbow looks year round, so as you guys know, if you've been here for any length of time. And I'm really excited. The day that you guys are watching this, Morphe is releasing a Pride collection, and it is a palette and a brush set, limited edition, and 100% of the proceeds go to the Trevor Project, which is a suicide hotline for people within the LGBTQ community. And I think that is so important, and they're donating, like I said, 100%, which I think is, sorry, my nose, which I think is amazing, absolutely amazing. It's very rare that companies, brands, whatever, donate 100% of the proceeds. The only other one that I know of offhand is MAC, which for their Viva Glam, I'm just going over that with the pink. For their Viva Glam foundation, they donate 100% of the proceeds from the sale of their lipstick shades from the Viva Glam collection to their AIDS foundation. So that is the only other charity that I know of that donates 100%. But let me know down below if you guys know any others, because that is definitely always something I would like to support for any cause, really. But I think it's important when, a brand makes so much money, like I feel like they can afford to do that. But a lot of times they're like, 10 cents of this $20 water bottle will go to said cause. And I'm like, really, 10 cents? Okay. I mean, that makes a difference, I guess, if you sell millions, but anyhow, so I think that's really cool that they're donating all the money, and I will be purchasing it. And doing a full review on my channel. I really wish I had a Morphe store in my area, but I do not, because if I did, then I could just go to the Morphe store and buy it and immediately review it. I just want to see what this purple looks like. Yeah, that's a really muted purple, which I had heard that some of these shades are kind of muted. They're like metallic, but okay. So now we're going to go into Tropico, which is this orange shade. And I'm actually not wearing pants today. I'm wearing shorts. So I don't know what I'm going to wipe my my brushes off on. Okay. So I'm just kidding. I have a little towel, but okay. So we're going to put that. Okay. I actually have never used Tropico in this palette. I've pretty much only used the blues and the greens. So, and I do want to do like, I'm not going to do every rainbow look like of the month like the same. I want to do, you know, different styles of rainbow looks and stuff like that. Okay, so I think for the yellow, I want to go into, is this a yellowy gold? I've literally never used it. That's kind of dingy. Okay, we're just going to stick with the Alamar palette. So we're going to go into Cocoa Taxi, which is that yellow shade. And I'm going to stick with the same brush. Why not? And I'm just going to go into that. And that is not going to give me a whole lot of yellow, but that's all right. Like I said, this is not really going to be necessarily a traditional rainbow, but it's just going to be a very colorful look. If you are someone who has a channel and supports Pride Month, then feel free to send me a message on Instagram if you want to do a collab for Pride. I would love to do as many Pride collabs as possible. This is not a Pride collab, but I just decided to do a look for Pride. So now I'm going to go into Celia, which is this green shade. I'm pretty much just sticking with this one palette. And I'm going to go into a little bit of Veradero. So basically the two bluish. Oh wait, that's a pretty blue. Is that? Yeah, that's really pretty. All right, I'm going to go in with a little bit of that as well from the Pure Face palette. And that is what we have on our brush. Oh, that's interesting. And I don't want to blend a lot with this shade because of the fact that it is not going to blend well with the orange per the color wheel. So I'm just going to kind of place the color and then hope that the two kind of mesh. It's going to look interesting. Let's just say that. I'm just going to kind of pat it over, but not actually blend it because it'll turn into a hot mess. Okay. And then my favorite shade in the Alamar palette is actually El Malecon. I think that's how you say it. And I saw that they had a second palette, and at first I was really excited about it, and then I saw it and I just didn't think it was as pretty, so I did not pick it up. But this palette is actually the reason that I decided to get Boxycharm originally, because I wanted this Alamar palette. I'm kind of just placing a little bit of this, it's kind of like a lime green almost, over top of the deeper green, just to kind of, I don't know, pizzazz it up. Is that even a thing? Okay, this is going to be the most interesting look I've ever done. Probably not, but let me go remove this fallout, do my base, which again I don't have from Boxycharm, and we'll be right back to do the rest of our face. Okie doke. So we are back, and the reason that I haven't set my face yet is because I received the Pretty Vulgar setting powder in my Boxycharm, so I wanted to use this. I have only used this like one time, I think, on camera, and I liked it. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but I liked it. I don't think it's gotten a fair chance for me though, because I feel like I got it and then at the same time, because it was before Christmas, I want to say, and at the same time I'd gotten the Patrick's powder and I'd gotten the Maybelline Fit Me, and then I got the Beauty Bakery one, and it was just all over from there, kind of. So I just kind of forgot about it and didn't revisit it. But I am addicted to setting powders and setting sprays. I love them. And I love having a huge variety of them. So, but what I need to do is get better about using a variety of them, because I tend to just put one on my little stand here and then stick with it. And I haven't, this is my first time using a setting powder that wasn't the Jeffree Star one. In I don't know how long. It's since I got the Jeffree Star one, actually. So it is time to use a new one. All right, so I'm gonna take my favorite contouring brush from BH Cosmetics, and then we're gonna go into this Cover FX palette. So this is the light medium one, I believe. Yeah, light medium one. Some people got sent the wrong one, but I got the correct one. So we're gonna go into this one, which is really the only like bronzer contoury shade, and it says contour on it. I don't understand why this shade right here says brightener. I saw a bunch of people use it to like try to set under their eyes, and to me that is very clearly like a highlighter. Whoa, okay, that's really pigmented. We'll fix that. Although I have been liking a stronger, like, I don't know, like a little bit of a stronger, not contour, but like, I mean, I guess it's a contour. But I only do a little bit around the perimeter of my face just to warm it up, as you guys knew. And these highlighters look really pretty. I think I'm gonna mix two of them. I think I'm gonna mix the brightener with one of the other ones. And I just feel like doing this with a little bit of bronzer or contour powder just makes me not look so dead or pale or pasty. Okay. So I also got these Moda brushes, and one of them is supposed to be a highlighter brush, so we're gonna use one of these. Just gonna rip the box open like a kid on Christmas. I am not one to save the wrapping paper or anything like that. I probably should have used, what could I use this one for? Can I use this for my blush? Sure, we'll try it. I also have a blush, which, let me do that first. I have the, oh my gosh, where is it? Where is it? I could use the blushes from the Pure palette, but my favorite blush from my Boxycharm is the Laura Geller blush in, it's Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. I think this came in the same one as the Almar palette box. And okay, that's barely picking up anything, but we'll give it a shot anywho. Nope, I think that's more for powder. But yeah, I love this blush a lot. And you guys know I love blush. I think it's a very luminous blush, which I like. And as always, I have forgotten about it because I always have the same blushes like sitting here right in front of me, and I just forget about it. So this is the perfect opportunity to use things that I haven't. So I'm going to take some of my MAC setting spray. That's another thing I didn't get from Boxycharm. I don't know if anybody has. Let me know down below if you have gotten an actual like setting spray in your Boxycharm, because there's always different variations. So I'm going to mix a brightener right here with this highlighter right there. And I'm going to use this supposed Moda highlighter brush. Well, it does the job, I guess. It's very flimsy. I've heard good things about Moda brushes. I don't know if, but I think people who said that they thought that, okay, we're gonna use a different one. I've heard people say that this was not their favorite Moda brush set, but I figured I'd give it a shot. So this is the Sigma something F03. And I'm just using those two highlighters together, and they're really pretty. I actually have only used a few things. Oh, I was going to use the Cover FX glitter drops. Oh well. Oh well. I knew I was going to forget some things, but I've only used a few things from Cover FX. I've used the glitter drops, I've used the custom enhancer drops, and I've used something else. Think about it while we do the lower lash line. So I'm going to go into the Festival palette because I want to use that purple shade, I think, on my lower lash line. I think that's what I want to do. So I'm just gonna take, this is a flat, like little flat brush, and I'm gonna go in at a angle and pick up a bunch of that purple, tap off a little bit. I don't like to tap off my brushes too much, but, and I'm just gonna put that on the lower lash line. And I don't think I'm gonna use liner today because I don't feel like it. But for the most part, I love Boxycharm. I did try to cancel, admittedly, because I was, you know, trying to not buy things, and there were a few boxes where I was just kind of like, really, Boxycharm? But overall, if you think about it, it's $21 a month. That's a, oh, I just went cross-eyed because I got purple in my eye. It's a really pretty purple. Purples are hard to do, and I think this is a nice one. So I felt like there were a few months where I was getting products that I wasn't crazy about, and I just thought maybe I should cancel, but then you know, I had signed up for a specific amount of time, so here we are. I still have Boxycharm. But and I mean, I'm glad because, like I said, for $21 a month you get 4 or 5 full-size items. Now I'm just using mascara. I did get a mascara from Wander Beauty, I want to say it was, and I gave it to a friend because I didn't want it. I don't know. I had a bunch of mascaras open at the time already, and I was sending her a package, so I just passed it along. But I feel like for $21 a month, you definitely always get your money's worth, because I can honestly say I don't think there's been a single box where I haven't gotten something that I loved in it. And I just realized how mad I am because I have this Artist Couture highlighter palette. I mean, highlighter powder. We're going to use some of this too. It is so gorgeous. It looks peachy, but it's called Purple Dream, and it has just the most beautiful, like, you're not gonna be able to see it. I swatch in the worst places. It is peachy, but it has such a beautiful, like, pink shift. So I want to use just a teeny weeny bit of that. I swear I put stuff back and it's gone. I just want to add. I don't know that it did much. Well, maybe a little. I don't know. I heard such great things about these Artist Couture highlighters, and they're all right. I mean, so far what I see from it, I'll have to use it on its own, but I just don't. Maybe some of the other shades are more blinding. I don't know. But I'll actually, you know what? Nope, that is a Diamond Glow powder. I don't know then. I was gonna say maybe this isn't one of the Diamond Glow ones. Maybe it's just a regular glow, but nope. And I feel like this blush went patchy on me. See, this is why I like the Jeffree Star setting powder so much, because I feel like it really sets my face. And I feel like other setting powders don't fully set my face. So therefore it's like, I don't know. I feel, I'm trying to make sure my mascara is dry. I just feel as though, how do I explain it? I feel as though my face is always still a little bit tacky with other setting sprays. That's what I'm trying to say. Should I go in with a glitter? I can go in with a glitter, or I could go in with the silver. I don't feel like messing with glitter today. Is this silver blinding? No, this palette is so muted. Okay, this palette I'm not impressed with at all so far. I'm gonna have to try it on its own, but it's just not that impressive to me. I'm gonna go in with more of El Malcone by itself in the inner corner because this shade is stunning. Oop, I always turn the mirror the wrong freaking way. Yeah, see that? See what that just did? That's that shade that I put over the green, but by itself. This shade is everything. It is probably my favorite, one of my favorite eyeshadows I own. I need to do something with the brow bone. Okay, I'm gonna use La Costa, which is the other light shade, this nude shade right here. And I'm just gonna put that on my brow bone because I just realized that since the eyeshadow primer is like yellow toned, it was like very yellow under my brow bone. This is a very crazy look. Sophie is so upset because I left her in the other room. Forgot to bring her in here with me. I mean, she's with her dad, but like, she hears me talking and she's like, excuse me, Mom. Jeffrey's in here with me though. And now all we have left is, to get setting spray in our eyes, all we have left is lips. So I have received 3 lipsticks. Actually, that's not true, but I think I've received 4. But we're gonna go in with this one. This is probably my favorite one that I've received in Boxycharm. And it is by Trestique, and it is called English Rose. And I think that this one, out of all the ones I've received, will go the best. So put that on. This has the coolest magnetic closure, and I love it. And I think that is the perfect one. See, if you haven't seen it. Wow. All right, and last but certainly not least, because I'm deeming this as a pride look, something I did not get in my Boxycharm, but something that I did order from Sephora, is the Milk Makeup Pride Equality Symbol stamp. And it says 50% of the Pride Pack proceeds will be donated to the to NYC's Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Community Center. So it comes with a lip gloss, which is just like a sparkly, glittery lip gloss, which we'll try another time. And it also comes with this stamp. So this is the equality symbol. It's like a equal sign. And this is what the stamp looks like. So, and again with the mascara under my eye. Hold on. This is crazy. I don't remember this happening with other mascaras as much as it does with the Bad Gal Bang on Me. But, okay. So I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put one here. So there we go. You will definitely see this in future videos, and I'll do more with it. But for now, this is what we got. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you will check out Tina's channel. Tina, thank you so much for collabing with me. You know I love you, and I love talking to you all the time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below and let me know what you think and what your favorite Boxycharm product is. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.